Today I want to tell you a story, and this story is about a 14-year-old boy growing up in Knoxville, Tennessee, who always wanted to be on the radio. And yes, that 14-year-old boy was me. I made a phone call to the local radio station and made a request for a song to be played. When I called, the DJ was so nice and I got to hear my song played. That spark was what caused me to want to be in radio. Now, at the same time, I was also bitten by the skateboarding bug, which kind of sparked with Back to the Future. Remember Marty McFly cruising through the streets and all in sidewalks and stuff? That kind of sparked my interest in skateboarding. So since I was still a youngster and I couldn't obviously go join a radio station, I pursued skateboarding. And skateboarding, I became better and better at it. And so much so that by the end of high school, I was already competing and doing pretty well for myself. Hey there, my name is Mike Hathcote. I'm a full-time voice actor, and I run the Voiceover Blueprint training program and the accompanying YouTube channel here, where the goal is to give you free insight and advice on creating your own profitable voice acting business. And if you've always wanted to be a voice actor but just didn't really know how to get started or the path to do so, I host a weekly free webinar on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, where you can learn the ropes of getting into voice acting. You can ask me any questions live right there on the call. And just for showing up, I'll throw in a copy of my book, The Voiceover Blueprint, which is the digital copy as well as the audiobook, plus 4 free additional gifts. So once again, it's totally free. Click the link in the description and pin comment and sign up, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Now, after high school, I decided that, going into the workforce, I didn't have the grades to get into college at that time. So going into the workforce, I decided to take a stab at radio. And I literally just walked in to the radio station there locally and asked if they were hiring. Now, this was about 1995. Of course, I'd been skateboarding the entire time, but they did. They hired me right there on the spot. So what I started doing for them, I did some on-air work. I did some promo recording work. I also ran syndicated, pre-recorded syndicated countdowns and stuff like that, nationally syndicated programs. I did all that for several years. Now, during this time, I was still skating and I was still getting better and better. And at this point, I was professional. So I was actually, traveling and competing in contests and kind of making my living, doing that. And then I also worked at the station at the same time. So as my skateboarding career started to grow and grow, I started to feel like I needed to make a choice. And so since I was in my early 20s at this time, I felt like if I'm ever going to do skateboarding, now's the time, while my bones are still bendable and a little bit less breakable. So I decided to quit the radio station and go do the skateboarding thing full time. So fast forward several more years, I actually transitioned out of the skateboarding competition side and more into the business side of things. I started working for ESPN and the X Games. I ran a bunch of their skateboarding parks all over the country, and that was kind of how I was going to do my career. However, I was still thinking about doing voice work as kind of a plan B. And over that time, I was doing some voiceover work, just, word of mouth stuff here and there. I wasn't really going after it. I would just do jobs, as they kind of landed in my lap. But during that whole time I was in skateboarding, the landscape of voiceover had changed. You no longer, had to have an agent and go down to local studios to do the work. The internet and, technology were making things much more easy to start up and do yourself. Now, during that time, I didn't know about that shift, the technology shift. So I didn't know how to go about getting work in this new paradigm, the new voiceover paradigm. So unfortunately, the X Games stuff kind of fizzled out. They closed all their skate parks and I had to go and get a real job. And because I didn't really know a lot about the new voiceover industry, I kind of put it on the back burner. And so even though I was still doing some jobs here and there, I wasn't really making it a career. So a few more years go by and I'm working for a tech company here in Phoenix, and the rug got pulled out from under me and they eliminated the position that I was in, which was in communications, which ironically, I was doing some voiceovers for them too in that role, but they eliminated the position. So while I was there, I was still starting to consider voiceover work more and more. And I had already kind of put together a makeshift booth and was still trying to make that a go, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So I got on YouTube and I started researching, like I'm sure everybody does, and trying to figure out what is the best way to get into this and actually make it a full-time living, which coincidentally was right around the time that they let me go. And I came across something called the Voiceover Blueprint by Bill DeWeese. And he just seemed like such a great teacher, and I started learning a ton from him, from some of his free videos on his YouTube channel. And I joined the Voiceover Blueprint training program. And very quickly, I started to see some momentum. I started to get more work. I started to know how to, put demos together, where to find the work. And I started putting all the things that he taught into practice. So you can kind of consider my jumping into full-time voiceover, I was kind of given a violent shove into that, because when they eliminated my position, I kind of felt like, well, that's the universe telling me that, okay, it's time to double down on voiceover and really make this thing, a go. Now, because what I did in the blueprint was so successful, Bill started asking me to contribute to the blueprint. I started, hosting webinars and showing people how to go find the work or performance skills, all the things that I learned in the blueprint, because who better to teach it than someone who's gone through it? Now we're going to jump to 2024, and that's when Bill reached out to me and asked me if I would like to take over the blueprint because he was going to retire. And once again, because I had gone through the program, who better than to teach it than someone who actually has firsthand experience and can actually show the results of putting what the blueprint teaches into practice. So now, in addition to my already busy full-time voiceover career, I also run the Voiceover Blueprint, and I help other students do the same transition that I did, whether it be from working a 9-to-5 to full-time VO, or maybe you're retired and you want some extra income on the side, or maybe you just want a little side hustle, whatever. That's what we teach in the blueprint, and that's what I do day in and day out. Now, I didn't forget to skateboard, because I still skate. In fact, I skate almost more now than I did when I was working at that 9-to-5 job, because I have much more time to do that and much more flexibility to do that. So much so that I actually built in my backyard a skateboarding pool that doubles as a swimming pool, but it also is for skating. And I've had top pros from all over the world visit here and skate in the backyard, including Tony Hawk. And it's all due to the fact that I made the leap to start doing voiceover and learn the ropes to get into voiceover so that I can make it a full-time profitable living. Now, here's one little addition that I want to throw in here. It is never too late to start doing things you dreamed of doing. I'm 54 years old, and in addition to wanting to be on the radio/VO and wanting to be a professional skateboarder, I always wanted to be a stand-up comic. And I never really had the guts to go out and do it until January of this year. So I'm 54 years old. I just started, working in stand-up comedy on the weekends. I'm playing a show this weekend for 400 and something people at the Tempe Improv here. And that just goes to show you that no matter where you are in life, it is never too late to make a change, make a shift, and do something that you've always wanted to do. Well, that's it for story time. I wanted to kind of let you guys know my background and where I came from and how I landed in the seat that I'm in right now. And there ain't nothing special about me. If I can do it, you can do it, and anybody can do it. As long as you've got a voice and you can be natural on your microphone, then you can do this business. And another quick reminder about that free webinar coming up this Tuesday night, where you'll learn all the ropes to getting into voiceover. You'll be able to ask me any questions. Plus, you'll get a free copy of my book, The Voiceover Blueprint. Just click that link down below, sign up for free, and I'll see you then. Well, that's it for me. I appreciate you hanging out for my little story time today. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop those below. And then also don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And that is the best way to help our little channel here. And if you're curious about the effects of AI in voiceover and think that, voiceover is dead, you might want to think again. And I've made a whole video on that, and you can check that video out right there.